I think that fixed it. Now I can't get this to go away. Oh, there you go. Wait. Yeah, okay. That took forever. Anyways, we're live now. And I have some, I have a video. I have watched 30 seconds of this. That's all I'll say. Anything past the 30-second mark is foreign knowledge, pretty much. Yes, the Rostock revamp is coming out soon, if you didn't know that. And good old Mr. Speed over here has decided to give us another Rostock racing video out of many that he has posted. But before we get into this, one, because of what I say about this, don't send hate to the guy. And number two, there will be points in this video I agree with, hopefully. Number three, don't take this video down. I will not remove this stream and it'll be up forever. So, I think it's time that we shall, get started with the video, I think. I don't remember what I don't remember what my, like, mix settings are, so hopefully this works without, this goes completely well. I'll actually probably increase it a little bit. Hold on, let me do that real quick. And we'll do it like by that. And then we'll have the mic volume published. Alright. So let me switch scenes. And here we go.
Rostock Racing is getting a massive overhaul on October 8th, 2025, and here's everything you need to know about this revamp. This revamp was supposedly scheduled almost a year ago, but was delayed until now due to widespread community outrage. You can read—
Pause! Okay. I don't remember George ever telling me that. The reason why I believe it's been delayed so long is because they have 4 people and in their dev team, and they're trying to recreate a game from scratch. If it was based on community outrage, then the revamp wouldn't even be out right now. It would be still back to how it was. So, that point may be a little bit wrong. Also, I don't know if the volume for y'all is too loud or not. You might have to tell me.
all about George's revamp plans with Rostock Racing in the 2025 revamp channel on the Rostock Racing Discord server. We have gotten more news lately about when this revamp is coming out and what—
Okay, let me say something right here. The colors these people used for paint schemes are terrible. I mean, green does not go along with orange. So if people are complaining about the paint schemes, just remember that you can customize the colors, and that this person is just bad at making schemes.
has supposedly been addressed from the first announcement. The biggest change is that Rostock Racing is going 100% copyright free.
Okay, also, going forward with this video. Oh, you know what? I can change that. Hold on a second. There, and, you can take a look at all my settings. I guess we'll pop that there, and we, will bring it down to about there. That's way too loud, actually. And we'll bring that up, to about there. I think that's better. Alright. Tell me in chat if it's, what's it called? Acting weird. Let me have back to scene one. There you go.
In order for Rostock Racing to go 100% copyright free, all paint schemes will be wiped, as well as all Game Passes, stats, wins, and cash will also be wiped. There will be a reimbursement system, but it won't be
If it's a bit wonky, I changed it, so just tell me.
one-to-one. Instead, your old items will be converted into cash in the revamped version of Rostock Racing. Supposedly, you'll still be able to view your legacy stats along with the top 100 wins leaderboard. Current game passes in Rostock Racing are also being removed, and while you won't get your Robux refunded, you'll receive what is described to as a quote-unquote healthy amount of in-game cash. Here's my take on it. It's
I want to go ahead and just reclaim this right now. Also, if you do hear thunder, there is a massive storm outside where I'm at right now, so take that into consideration. I do want to point out real quick that the video title is called Everything We Now Know About Rostock Racing Revamp, Teasers, Screenshots, and No Gameplay. And we're getting into an opinion piece. Okay.
sucks that we're losing all the cool paint schemes in Rostock Racing. I do understand George wanting to protect his game from being taken down. If
I mean, he has to make a return on investment anyways.
Rostock Racing got taken down for copyright, it could damage the game's popularity badly, since
Duh.
apparently Roblox can keep copyright struck games offline for weeks at a time.
Let's rewind that a bit.
Taken down for copyright, it could damage the game's popularity badly, since apparently Roblox can keep copyright struck games offline for weeks at a time.
Okay, since you're in the stream chat, I want to ask you this. Did you not know this until you talked with George about this, or do you just like suck at script writing? Because if you were the owner of this game, how do you not know that if you break a copyright thing, your game could be delisted for that amount of time? This is the main reason why I scheduled this. Anything past this point, I have not watched. This is an absurd line. This also backs up my point, if you did not know this until George told you, that you had zero talks about copyright when you were owner, which I believe is still true, and the reason why I haven't removed my video from, I think, a year ago. So, I don't know. What's the answer? And make sure it's okay, everything is still working as needed. Oh, I can definitely tell. Let's continue though.
Personally, I think the odds of NASCAR actually doing something about copyright in Rostock are really slim, as
Okay, let's also talk about something, and this is something that George also needs to get better at, because it isn't just NASCAR going, what's it called, after these teams. Do you see these numbers right here? These numbers are copyright by the teams that hold them. Do you see these body designs right here? These designs are copyright by the manufacturers. In fact, if you look at even one of my old videos back then, you see Roblox, the NASCAR Tycoon game. They did not have manufactured bodies. They had zero of these designs. Um, I'm pretty sure this car in and of itself is called Todd Gilliland 2025. Also, the drivers' names are literally on the driver banners on the back. So you can't say that we're a copyright-free game. I just listed off 3 instances right there. I get that, but it's a bit. I get that by it because he's talking in chat right now. It's a bit weird that that you didn't know that the game could be down for that long. Because even I knew that. I'm not even like a dev. I do see your point though about the scheme creators leaving if we make the game copyright free. I do want to test to that somewhat. You might have noticed that there's a channel in the Rostock Discord now. It's called Revamp Scheme Submissions. They need to rename that channel to Revamp Decal Submissions because it's not pre-built schemes. You're not getting pre-built schemes in this game. I don't know if that was what's it called said here. You're not getting them. The issue is that there is so much backlash towards this that they are legit getting nothing, like no help from the community at all. That's another reason why I think this was delayed, is that they were legit receiving nothing. No decals, no design templates, like design wise, like not the actual template of the car, but like design packages. They weren't receiving any of it. I do also want to bring that up, just in defense of how late the revamp is kind of scheduled to come out.
They probably would have done something years ago. And let's be honest, plenty of other Roblox games use NASCAR assets and are still up to this day. Not saying George is wrong for trying to address the copyright problem.
I do want to also point out that we are not the only game to do this, as Backstretch Battles has also done this, and they're currently averaging 400. So, pointing that out. Not anything towards the video, I just want to point that out to everybody.
Inside a Rostock, but I don't see NASCAR pulling a Nintendo and nuking like 90% of all the NASCAR games on Roblox. That's just my opinion, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. As for the stat wipe, losing cash to me isn't a huge deal with the reimbursement, but resetting win count feels unnecessary.
Okay, about a month ago I would agree with this, but now I don't. I think that we need a fresh start. It isn't because I feel as if I'm better than a lot of the people that are above me on the leaderboard and should be number one. That's maybe 25% of the reason. I think we just need to have a refresh in general. The old has passed and the new is coming along. New tracks, new cars. I think that everything new should just be like that. So that's my thing on that. It kind of does suck, but at least I'll have my result on the leaderboard immortalized.
I feel like this is basically a slap in the face for longtime players of Rostock racing. If wins carried over, I think a lot of the criticism about the revamp would calm down. But
I don't think that.
at the end of the day, it seems like George
Not even all the criticism on the game is going towards wins. It's actually the schemes, believe it or not. It's actually not the wins, it's the schemes, and it's a little bit surprising and a little bit concerning about the player base in general.
is going forward with this plan no matter what the community says. I've kind of just accepted it at this point and hope everything works out. I'm not trying to attack George here. This is just my honest take. If you disagree,
We're 2 minutes and 30 seconds into an informative piece on what we know about the Rostock Racing revamp.
feel free to start a discussion in the comments. Now that we've gotten much of the big talking points out of the way, let's talk about the new paint booth. Instead of buying pre-made schemes in the shop like you
Okay, here's a complaint I have about this revamp thing, and we've already seen this before. So I don't think Byte included this in his video. These numbers right here, the ones that have the separate number fonts. So you see the Acridide 6, I think I butchered that completely. Um, so basically what this is how do I say this? There's a common number for all of these. So you'll be able to pick whatever number you want from 00 to 99. However, any number in this, well, I'm pretty sure there's a screenshot of the actual game shop. If there isn't, then oh boy. Um, if there is in the daily shop, and he did post this, he did send a screenshot of this earlier. In the daily shop, there is one base design, one number, it's a font, it's a singular number, which I don't agree with. And like the sponsor, I think that if you have fonts in this game, that all numbers should be accessible to it, and you're buying the font, not the individual number. But that's my opinion. It might make league racing a little bit hard, but at least you still have that default font package in there that has all the numbers anyways. But just making like for variety, it's maybe a little bit difficult to differentiate yourself.
used to, you'll be piecing together your own design with parts you can unlock. The examples we've seen so far
Whoever made whoever made the schemes look like this, not saying this is on George, I'm saying for the people who made the cars look this way in the game, they need to have their scheme making privileges in the revamp removed. All of these look bad, except the 68.
don't look super exciting. Let's be real here.
Because let's go back to this. You have a gray number next to a green logo. In the background color of the green logo is dark blue. Yeah, we should take away that guy's scheme making permissions.
But if we're given enough pieces to work with, players could definitely make some cool cars. I believe you should be able to save multiple presets as well. Hopefully, we're given a healthy amount of designs to unlock and choose from. Also, car bodies are now completely fictional, so no more Camaros and Mustangs. Overall, I actually like the idea of the paint booth, but I also think there should be an option to buy pre-made schemes for the people who don't want to design from scratch. That way, you'd get the best of both worlds.
I don't. I mean, I guess this is kind of like a pre-made scheme. The design's already there. My point's already invalid.
Instead of forcing everyone into one system. All of the real life tracks will
So this is Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and I don't know if he shows the video. Okay. I'm gonna get to these numbers later on if he does show it. I'm gonna get to these numbers later on. But anyways, if Byte shows this, if he shows the screenshots from earlier, we are getting Bristol, by the way, based off the wall graphics on the track. We are getting Bristol as well as Las Vegas.
be
They're being different
renamed
named,
and
of course.
slightly redesigned. For example, Daytona International Speedway might become something like Florida Superspeedway. I'm not sure what Homestead Miami would be renamed to since both tracks are in Florida, but that's not really my decision to make. Honestly,
In our Thunder, it was called Sunset.
as long as we don't lose too many of the fan favorite
Okay, let me tell you something. Wake County is going to be gone, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do to get that track back in the schedule. Sorry.
tracks, I don't really mind the changes. I just hope decor and details across every track in general get a big upgrade. As for gameplay, which we have barely seen anything of
I'll keep on going.
so far, I have heard it will remain mostly the same.
Hey, there's me.
That said, I really hope it's at least refined or improved in some areas because there's a lot that could be done to make the Rostock racing experience better. But not seeing much in the form of gameplay is kind of a concern, at least for me. The best news I have heard is that apparently the entire game is being recoded. That
That is true.
alone should help make the game run smoother and could even open the door for bigger server sizes, maybe 12, 14, or even 16 players per race in the future.
I'm waiting for the 43-person Rostock Daytona race.
I really hope this becomes a reality because it'll be really helpful for content creators like me who aren't limited to only a select few people being able to join my game. Like right now, I believe the server size is like 10 and only like 9 other people can join my game at a time, which
Let's see. What's 10 minus 9? Um, Let me count with my fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isn't that incredible?
kind of sucks. The UI is also being completely overhauled, which I think is a much needed change. The current Rostock UI looks outdated and clunky in my opinion, so a redesign could only help. Again, the official revamp release date is set for October 8th, 2025. October 7th would be the last day you can enjoy classic Rostock racing before everything changes, for better or worse. I did talk to one of the testers regarding the revamp, and they were concerned that the revamp was being rushed out too quickly. Honestly, I'd rather see the revamp delayed once more rather than it launch as a buggy mess
That's not a good sign. For people who didn't know, this revamp was supposed to come out in September and was already pushed back to October.
full of issues right out the gate. I do trust that the dev team knows what they're doing, so we shall see. In conclusion, I just hope everything works out. While there's been some cool stuff revealed about the revamp, the whole stat wipe and removal of cars is definitely going to leave the community divided.
I like how you still kept this from that video like 3 months ago.
And even if you're not technically losing everything thanks to the reimbursement system, it's still a tough pill to swallow, especially for many longtime players of the game. I'm sure the game is going to look very different compared to what we have now and what we've been used to. While I do appreciate the insight George has given me, as well as his side of the story, I shouldn't need permission to make videos like this. Not saying I did a perfect job.
I wish that you kinda went over some of the stuff that was actually coming out. Let's take a look at these photos. Remember how I said earlier about also George sucks at making scheme presets? Or that's just what he made for a scheme. Anyways, let's take a look at this leaderboard. Oh boy. I hope this isn't what we get in the main game. I really hope this isn't what they put in the main game, because this is awful. They have the numbers on the loading page, but they haven't put it on the leaderboard. I don't know. Also, I feel like having that box there kind of obstructs the view, especially if you're on road courses. And especially if, oh wow, I didn't think about that. If you're three wide on the top of a super speedway, how are you supposed to know if the cars underneath you are wrecking? Like, I just think about that now. How are you supposed to know if you're four wide if that thing is not translucent, which it very much isn't? It might be changed. How are you supposed to know if there's cars underneath you if you're on the very top of the track? Also, that roadblock. Also, I know that what's it called? He is going to fix this part, but under here, the tachometer. I know he's gonna fix that later, but yeah. Ugh, green number on a orange and blue car. Oh boy. Hope I if I see that, I think I'm gonna cry on launch date. I hope people have like the sense of mind to match up colors. It's like a big pet peeve of mine. Okay, Firefox has said that it is transparent. That's at least a good thing. Do you know if they're adding like the numbers to the leaderboard? Yeah, you can. You can. But you can. I hope the numbers are there. I really do. Let's take a look at some of these other screenshots. So yeah, as we see earlier, yeah, as I said, these numbers. I wish these were on the leaderboard. Like, sure, like the. I mean, these numbers still look good regardless, but I mean, come on. These aren't on the. If these aren't in game, also that looks just like my tow car font. I might use that. If these aren't in the game, like the numbers on the leaderboard, I'd be kind of disappointed. Huh? Okay, let me also just see something that I just realized. Why is the race on my screen 2 laps? We're having overtime restarts in row stock now. Oh no, I just realized that. Why? So yeah, if you, I pray that that's just a custom server thing and not gonna be in the game. Because if I get wrecked turn one at let's say Las Vegas and and it's a 2 lap race, I'm not catching back up to the front. The race is already over. I didn't even get past the start finish line. Oh no. It, I'm praying that's just a private server thing. Again, this game's not doing it justice. So okay, the spectating menu is so much better. I'll give him that. So you've requested him to extend laps everywhere? The word everywhere is in that sense. It's probably not a good sign, but I'll have faith. Let's see here. So yeah, I like what's it called? This makes league spectating a lot easier. So if the game's good, then and VRL is still continuing, then it'd be a good addition for like what's it called? That's the I know there's multiple race options, but still, it's a bit too little. This is a good scheme. Whoever made this scheme's actually good. Wait, you can change the color of your like banner, like your you can have a playoff banner. That's kind of dope, actually. That if we can get like 43 car, like what's it called? Like 43 car, what's it called? Like races and we can change the playoff banner, that'd be awesome. Is there any more, what's it called? Well, I guess we can look up. Oh, author. Can I not look up people anymore? I'm gonna have to scroll up to see what he said earlier. Shout out Rostock Discord. Um, oh, here we go. This is what I said earlier. So this looks like the dominant. This looks like Reed Timmer's Dominator. Weed Trimmer might be able to be made in Rostock now. We may be able to get Weed Trimmer's car if we can just color that white part black. We might be able to race as the Dominator. Um, as you see, the numbers, it's one singular number in the daily shop, but yeah, there was some other. Yeah, here's what it looks like all together. You can change the number. I'm glad you can change the number color in the outline. If the outline would have stayed green the entire like in Rostock, I think I would have like lost it. Like here's more screenshots he put down. This is more of the color customization stuff. It seems like in some time in testing he found out like what colors go together well. Um there is, I guess we can look at what's it called. Oh yeah, here's the thing right here. I think that's supposed to be some. I don't know what this says. This is Bristol. There is nothing that anyone can say that can tell me this is not Bristol. This looks like it says Thunder Motor Speedway, which it makes sense because it's in Thunder Valley. This is Bristol, so at least we're getting this into the game. Hopefully, it is not as tight off exit as the one in game is in right now. Because the setup in game, if you're coming off exits, are tight so badly if you just like up the gravity by like 20, it literally changes the entire problem and makes the track really good to race. Um, I guess we can also see like leaks and stuff. These garages look pretty cool. I like how you can see the numbers on top, and you can look at everyone's car. Here's Moonlit. Here's I think this is. I'm not sure what track this is. It's not the one I was thinking of. It's the figure eight one. I just don't know which one it is. Um, you can see different body styles. You see the one that I'm gonna assume this is Kevin back here since that's his number. That's the one that I like that body style a lot. I think I'm gonna use that one in the majority of the races. Here is Bowman Gray. I don't think orange really works together with green all that well. Send me a scheme in my Discord DMs that has an orange and green scheme that look good. Oh, that's Moonloop. I mean, at first glance, I thought these were grandstands. I guess that's literally just the moon. I don't know what this track is. This looks like Parkview, but it doesn't. But to be fair, Parkview is a really random track to return to the game. This I think is Road Antioch, which is just a fictional short track. Never mind, it's not. It's Dylan. Why did Dylan Bush get a revamp? I just realized this is Dylan Bush. Oh. This is so. Wait, is this Dylan Bush or is am I like on something? Because this is coming off of turn one. I just realized what this track is. Is this like Dylan Bush? It looks like it, especially off of the walls. And this looks like you're going into that like diamond section on Dylan Bush. Is that the only two? Yep. Yeah. So if this is, yeah, it looks like it's on the moon. Um, quick thing. All the pictures I've seen on the moon, it is completely dark. Where are the lights? I feel like that if I'm racing on this track and it doesn't have lights, it's gonna be just I'm gonna have to turn up my brightness just to see where the track is. Hopefully there's lights. Here we have the Bowman Gray revamp, which is cool. Hopefully dive bombs on here aren't that bad. Road Antioch, as I said, fictional road course. And then I don't know what this track is. This one's definitely a fictional. I don't necessarily know what track that is. All I know is that it's a fictional. And I'm pretty sure that's oh no, we got these as well. So this is so he was able to confirm with me. This is the default font, and why does the 5 look like that? I think this is the default font. It looks like the default font from the pictures that he sent in general. Why does that look like that? It's a bit of a wonky font, if I should say so myself, especially because the 2 looks completely different from the 5. Can you change the color of the Rostock Racing logo? Because that one's pink, but in this picture, it's green. I don't know. Anyways, I think that I've gotten all of my points across. Um, and since I now know what the release date is, it is on Wednesday, October 8th. I will be streaming this game. I will be streaming the game when it comes out. I know that there's probably going to be other Roblox NASCAR YouTubers that I'm going to have to compete with to get viewership. But I will be streaming the game when it comes out. I'll probably go live about 15 minutes. Well, I don't know like exactly what time. So if it comes out at 4 a.m., there's no way I'm going to be able to stream that. But I'm going to try to do the best that I can to make sure that my criticisms stand and that this game has a chance. I want to go into this game not looking down. I want to go into this game trying to look for the positives. And from what I've seen, I already see a decent bit of positives. I do think one thing that might hurt the game. Yeah, sure, we can do that, Byte. Um, again, George will probably have to tell you what time the game would release because he hasn't said that yet. Um, one thing I am kind of worried about is that the community will die off no matter what, because we've already seen already that they're not submitting decals, they're not submitting like number fonts. That's my issue, is that they're gonna pull away from this, regardless of how good it is, which it depends. I don't know. I'll have to think about it a bit. So, thank y'all for coming out. I know this one, we somehow managed to make a 7-minute video into a 30-minute stream. Um, so 5 times the video length. I'm pretty sure we weren't able to do that last stream we did this. Pretty sure we turned the 20-minute video into an hour, and that was it. So we doubled our performance from last stream. So thank you very much. Until October 8th, I will probably see y'all. There's no reason for me to upload anything, no reason for me to stream anything. Um, yep. I will see y'all on the 8th. And also, I do want to point something out. If you ever think you see me